This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Fine. Okay. So today we'll get started with some of these basic installations, the software that is required in your machine, and then we'll get started with a few concepts on Java as well. Okay. Um, okay. So the first thing what you need is, as I said yesterday, you need Java, right? If in your laptop, if you already have a Java in your machine, if you can go to the command prompt and then type Java hyphen version, okay, you would get the Java that is installed in your machine. Okay. In case if Java is not installed, you just go and download it from the Oracle site, and then you just need to double click it. Just click. It will install the Java. Okay. So when it comes to Java, right? You might have seen JDK or a JRE or a JVM, all three different kind of terminologies, right? um, it is like this, right? You have a complete kit, Java development kit. You call it as a JDK, right? JDK will have everything. Will have things for your development, for compiling, for debugging, for execution. So for all these activity, right? Developing Java application, compiling Java application, debugging your Java application, for executing your Java application, everything else will be there in JDK. Okay, so in that, for your execution alone, okay, um, the component is going to be your JRE, Java Runtime Environment. As the name says, it's a runtime environment, JRE. So wherever in whichever machine you're going to not going to use it for your development, you might open tool like Jmeter. You might install Tomcat. You might install some other Java-based application, right? As an end user, you're going to use your Jmeter. Okay, Jmeter is though it is a performance testing tool, Jmeter is a software, right? It's a Java software. So to open the Jmeter as a Java software, you need Java. To install Tomcat, you need Java. In most of your performance environment, right? You will be having your servers in which your war will be deployed and application will be running, right? Now all these mission, you just need the JRE for your app to work. Okay, so JRE is nothing but a Java runtime environment, and inside your JRE, it will have your Java system libraries and also your Java virtual machine. JVM is the one which is actually going to execute your code, right? So overall, JDK is going to have um, compilers, debuggers, which is going to be important for your development, plus the JRE. Okay, so which means for your training in your laptop, go and install the complete JDK, because we might need it for Eclipse to create few programs, to compile it, to get a war file. We would need definitely we need the entire JDK. Okay, so go and install Java, complete Java. Okay, once you install the Java, right? If you go inside, let me go to my directory. Okay, if I go to my directory, C, program files, and Java, I go to JDK. So I complete JDK. Inside JDK, I have bin. Inside bin, I will have java.exe. Okay, this is java.exe. So uh, when you install it in the program files, you will also get a folder called Java. Inside that, there will be JDK and then bin and then your java.exe. And
Satish,
this,
one
yeah.
one question. So usually in our Windows environment, there are two things now. One is program, and another one is program it start. There'll be two program folders, no? So by default, where it will get installed?
It is, you can install it both the places. When you double click and try to install it, it will ask you where to
Okay.
install it, right? So you can
So
change the path.
x86
You
is
can
there,
give,
no? So x86
even you
is
can
there.
give, yeah, yeah,
Any
even
other
you
path?
can
Okay.
give D. Any path is okay. Okay, either inside program files or inside program files x86, fine. It doesn't matter.
So usually when we go for
Yeah.
relaxed environment, most of the mission
Mm-hmm.
critical applications are running in a Linux environment. So when we do an M install for that, so what is the path that it will usually take by default?
It will be there in the inside the root directory, right? I think under the root directory there will be something called USR, and then
Okay.
somewhere it will get installed by default. Yeah, in Linux, yeah, we no need to. We can still mention, but default I think it will go to the root and to the USR and to the one of the subdirectory it will get installed.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Satish.
Yeah. Okay. So install it. Second thing, what you should do is setting up your environmental variables. Okay. Um, so if I go to environment, type in environmental variable. See, it is like when you open Jmeter, when you open Tomcat, these softwares should know where is a Java installed in your machine. Right? You as a user, you will know it is there in the FC program files. But how come Jmeter will know where is a Java software in this machine? For that, for any Java application, uh, for those application to know to refer the Java path. Right? You can have multiple Java also in the same machine. You can have Java 8, Java 14, Java 17. But in your environmental variables, you should whatever you're going to give the path, that is what it is going to take. Okay, so there is something called Java. There will be Java home. Java is nothing but wherever java.exe is there, that is the Java you need to mention D program files. Sorry, I'm referring to D program files, and then Java JDK 14 bin, right? Here is this is the path where java.exe is there. So Java, you create a system new. If you go here, create a new system variable called Java, and then provide this entire path. Right? You need to mention java.exe. Just mention where the path path is. Copy and then paste it. Okay. Similarly, Java home is nothing but your entire JDK. So you need to provide this is the Java home, right? Complete JDK path. So under create another variable called Java underscore home and provide the JDK path. And then there's something called path. Okay, so this will be already there. Just edit this and then again add your java.exe path. D program file Java JDK bin. Okay, so three things you do it. Two for creating a Java home, and then one for updating your path. Once it is done, right, you come to your command prompt again, or rather close the command prompt, open a new command prompt, and then again type Java underscore version hyphen version. You'll get the Java version. Okay. Don't try if say for example, if you have don't have a Java, or if you haven't configured the environmental variables, when you type here, you might not get the Java version. Okay, Java cannot be found, it will say. And then you will go and modify all these things in the environmental variables. And then if you come back to the command prompt, again try this, it will still not work. Okay, so always close the command prompt, open a new one, and then try it again. Okay, So this is the first thing you need to do it in your laptop. Check what Java version you're having. If Java is not there, you install the Java and then set up the environmental variables. You can have Java 8, Java 11, Java 14, anything is okay. Right? Only thing is, depending upon your Java version, whatever you have it, the other softwares accordingly you may have to check for the compatibility. So otherwise, whatever we are going to use it in our learning, there is nothing specific version. Any version is okay. Java 8, 11, 14, 17, anything is okay. Okay, fine. So that is number one. Number two is Tomcat. As I said, from the drive, okay, go to the this drive access which you would have got it, okay, and then come down. You will have something called Tomcat new zip. Okay, this you download it. You can also download it from the internet. There's no problem at all. Okay, either way is okay. You either download it from here or you can download it from the internet. Once you download the Tomcat folder, extract it. Okay, it will be a zip file. Extract it. Okay, so you will get all this bin, con, fly, blocks, everything. Okay, now what you should do is go to the bin directory, open the Katarina.bat in the notepad. Okay, come down. Okay, initially, okay, you can go and except for the first line, this one, right? You should have only this. Rest of everything you can go and either delete it up to this, right? Um, Up to this point, before the set local, right? The rest of everything else you can go and delete it, or if you add rem, it will consider that as a comment. Okay, so we need just this single line, this heap alone you need. Okay, this is for the heap setting. We are going to say when you start your Java application, you're going to say give 500 MB for initial memory, and then you can go up to 800 memory, 800 MB. Okay, so for our analysis, for all our engineering work, probably you can set it as a either 500 MB or 800 MB or 1 GB, anything is fine. The
So Satish, this is for the JVM, is it, Satish?
correct, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So don't worry about how to why to configure this, what is the ideal value, those and all we will discuss later. For now, for your Tomcat to work, just give any memory ranging from 250 MB to 850 MB. Okay, then save it. If you're going to download it from the internet, right, you might not have all these things have added for our later purpose, for GC or heap dumps or JConsole monitoring, AppDynamics, right? We need to add few things, few configurations. So for that I have added. Okay, but for you, when you download for the from the my drive, you can go and comment all these things. If you're going to download it from the internet, you might not even have things. Okay, so there you just go and probably check whether the heap is there, and then set up the proper heap. That's it, right? Save it, and then go back, go to the configuration. In the configuration, open the server.xml. Okay, anyway, let it be. I'm just probably looking for this any notepad app here. Notepad plus got uninstall, I think. Notepad. Okay, fine. Anyway, not a problem. So I'll come here. Let me open it again. Open with, it's there actually. So in the serve.xml, okay, come down. Okay, here there will be a connector and a port. Okay, here by default it will be 8080 when you download it from the internet. Okay, you can make it as 8080 itself, not a problem. But in case if in your laptop or in your machine already some other application is running, and if it is running in 8080 port, right, then you change it to whatever port you want it, from 8080 to 8081 or 82 83 84, whatever it is. Okay, and save it. uh, in case if you have 8080 and you don't know whether the any other application is running or not, when you start the Tomcat, in the log you will get the error saying something else is running, or there will be a error message saying IP cannot be attached. Something related to the port cannot be attached. Something related to the port cannot be attached will be coming. In that case, come back and then say 8083 and then save it. Okay. And then go to the drive, and then go to the you can go to the response time analysis, memory leak, thread log, anything, uh, and download a war file. Okay, um, you can go to the August 2023 war file and download this E library, no db call August 7. Okay, so the way it will work is for every session, for response time issue, memory issue, or a thread issue, I'll be uploading a war file in respective folders in the drive. After that, after my the session is over next day, or whenever you get time in the weekend, when if you want to practice it, you have to follow this process. Okay, come to that respective folder, download that war file. Okay, download it. Okay, I think it would have been downloaded. So let me go to the downloads. Where it got downloaded. I think it's still getting downloaded. Okay, done. So okay, I'll copy this and then go to the Tomcat folder, go to the web apps. Okay, and then I'll just delete everything. Okay, paste it here. Okay, and then rename this. Okay, always rename this, whatever file name it is there in the drive, rename it to e caps l caps e library dot war file. Okay, and then come back to the bin folder. So this you will do it for every time when you wanted to change the war file. To analyze the response time problem, I might have a different war file. For memory leak analysis, I might have a different war file. So probably if I go to my drive and go back to the here, right, here, and then I go back here, say for memory, um, for memory leak, right, um, I will have the, if I go to this folder, I'll have this again, memory issue, no memory issue. So you download the WAR file correspondingly. I'll tell what to use it. come here and then paste that and rename it, and then go back to the bin folder and then do the uh, go to the command prompt and then start the okay, it will take some few seconds to install your application. Okay, I think it is installed, I guess. Yeah, so it says it has started the server. Okay, and then um, deployment of web application is finished in these many seconds. Okay, so now if you go back to the folder, go to the web apps folder. Once the Tomcat is started and deployment is completed, you will see a folder called e-library. Okay, and then inside this e-library you will see lot of HTML files. Okay, and if you go to the web INF, if you go to the classes, if you go to the com, Java T point, servlet, you will see all the class files. So which means all the whatever that is there in the war file, it is getting extracted and deployed. Okay, now for example, I'll go to for you to understand this better, right? If I go to my Eclipse, okay, um, you can also install Eclipse. Again, Eclipse, I don't know whether that is there in my drive, or you can install the Eclipse directly as well, because Eclipse might be little bit bigger size, so I don't know whether I've uploaded the Eclipse or not, but you can download the Eclipse from the site itself. Okay, so once you download the Eclipse, um, you will get Eclipse folder, and then go and double click Eclipse. It will open Eclipse like this. Okay, I'll show you how to create a program and all a little later, but for now, for our e-library application, say I have imported the e-library into the Eclipse. Okay, you can go, if at all you wanted to access the code, it is not mandatory. If you wanted to move be away from Eclipse, be away from all these things, that is still okay. From an engineering perspective, even in the projects, right, you're not going to touch the code 50 to 60% of the time. Okay, in 5 or 6 project, you will not even get access to the code. The engineering is something away from the code only, right? You're going to analyze, observe, and then provide the your observation and recommendation. You will not go, you will not even go and see the code. Out of 6 projects out of 10, you will not do it. So which means if you don't want to use Eclipse for this training practice, that's okay. You don't want to complicate things. If somebody wanted to install Eclipse, install it, and then you for the e-library code, right, what you have to do is you open this sheet. Come down. There'll be softwares and links. Okay, open the softwares and links. I would have provided the link from where you can download all the softwares. Okay, so here this e-library project, I would have given a path from where you can download. Copy this and then go here, paste it. From here, you can download the e-library project. Download this project for Eclipse. Download it. A zip folder will get downloaded. You can extract it, and then come here, file, and then open project from the file system. Okay, and in the directory wherever you download the e-library, right, it will be like this. E-library will be here. Okay, click it, and then point this to source and then select folder. Okay, and then you can finish it. Okay, or I'll say source. Just give e library, and then you can say finish. So this will get imported here. Okay, now if you see this is a e library project. Go into the inside the source. You will have servlets. You have something called DO. You have something called beans. If you go inside the servlet, you will have all the Java files, all the Java programs here. Okay, and then if you come down, if you go to the web app library, not here, one second. If you go to the web content, if you go to web content, you will have all these HTML file, JavaScript style shit. Okay, so as a developer, after doing all my coding changes, right, I will right click it and then say export, and then I'll export this into a WAR file. Okay, I'll give next, give the path. Okay, for now I'll just say elibrary.1.war, since already in my D folder e library is there. I don't want to override it. I just say 1.war and then finish it. Okay, so what we are doing, I have all these Java files are there, I have all the HTML files are there, I have images, everything put together. I am bundling it as a war. You can just assume that it is, you are zipping it and then copying into the my web apps folder. Okay, now when you start the Tomcat, what it will do, it will go and extract this war file, extract this archive, and then unzip it, and then it will put it into the folder. So in the folder again, you will have all the HTML files. Under the web INF, you will not have .java, rather you will have the classes, all compiled files. You will have it, all the Java files, whatever you see it here, it will be a class files here. Similarly, all your HTML files will be here. Okay, so that's how it works in the background. You have Eclipse, you have code, you will create a war file, you deploy it. Tomcat will extract this and then put it in the folder, which you will be accessing it from the your whatever port you have given in the folder, Tomcat folder, whatever port you have given, that port, and then this is inside the web apps folder. E library is my path, so I'll do e library. From here you can access your application. Okay, so that's a basic setup. You have to do it in your mission in order to practice it. So access Java, set your environmental variables, download the Tomcat, and make few changes to the configuration files, copy the war file, and then start it. Default user ID is going to be admin@jdb.com and admin123. Okay, so yeah, with this alone, I would probably whoever registered or whoever is going to register it, right? Next 2 days, you can go and set up all these things. And only the transactions like view librarian or add librarians, you need a database. If you need a database, okay, you can go and install MySQL as I said. Okay, while installing the MySQL, um, when it is going to ask you the, so while you're installing the MySQL, right, it will ask you what is the root user ID and password. Okay, so for the root user ID and password, you user ID as root. When you install MySQL, it will ask what is the user ID you want to give. give user ID as root, give password as pass@123. Okay, so and then database name is library. Okay, when you install a MySQL, give the database name as library, give the user ID as root, give the password as pass@123. It's very simple installation again MySQL. Okay, I might have MySQL in my, yeah, you can download this MySQL installer web community. Okay, you can download this, and then while you installing it, it will ask for library, database name, give us library, user ID is root, and password is pass@123. Okay, so once it is done, go to the start menu, type as MySQL, you will get a MySQL workbench. Okay, in the MySQL workbench, you need to import the um, all the tables. Okay, you need to create a schema, but you no need to go and uh, create the tables on your own. Okay, there is a dump available in the, if you go here, and then if you go to the I think MySQL library, there's a dump available. Download this dump. Okay, this dump will help you to um, create these schemas. It will have a set of SQLs through which, if you go to, when you run this SQL, you'll get the schema created. Okay, don't worry. I have a video explain this in detail. Whoever wanted to set the MySQL in your machines, ping me. Anyway, I'll add that video to that our playlist tomorrow. You can refer to that video and then install this. Okay, it's not at all. The thing, to start with, at least for first 4 database is not a mandatory. Okay, mandatory thing is your Tomcat and Java. Okay, and then probably slowly once you once that is working, then you can go and install MySQL, and how to import this SQLs or how to create those tables. I'll explain that in a separate video. I will add that video to the my playlist. In case if you still have a problem, we'll probably do it again in the live session. Okay, so you don't need to worry about it. Don't complicate to, because this is optional to start with. MySQL is optional to start with for initial 3 days. Slowly you can install MySQL. So make sure that you have a Java, you have a Tomcat. Those are the two things for you to get started. Okay,
So,
yeah,
Satish,
I'll pass it here, guys.
uh,
Yeah, please go ahead.
sorry to interrupt. So, it's a very good opportunity for me to help you to help me and to learn also. So, whatever the package, whatever is saying, no, I will create an hem chart, okay, and anybody can deploy on the fly whatever configurations you have without any further installation guidance.
Sorry,
Either in the local
I didn't
machine.
get it.
No, no. What I'm saying is, see, this is, yeah, this is fine. So individually, so as a performance tester or as an engineering team, we need not have to worry about installation of all these things. Maybe somebody would have been doing it. So what I can help you is, we can create an environment like Kubernetes environment, wherein it will automatically deploy all these things, whatever war file, whatever application you have, no, that within a second it will deploy, and from there we can start doing the performance testing.
No, true, but I want the everyone to do this on their own. Okay,
Okay, okay.
see, because when you are going to do your profiling, you are going to have your own mission. Nobody else will come and install it, right? I want guys to install the Java, install the Tomcat, install the dependencies, and more you get your hands on, right? More problems
Hmm.
you will get it. I understand that definitely everybody will have different problems, right? That's
Hmm,
okay.
correct.
As you get a problem, when you look to solve it, you learn a lot. So
Mm.
let them do it. Yeah, I think
Sure.
definitely good suggestion. But I would recommend everybody to go and install these things again. At least whatever we are doing, it is very minimal only anyway, right? It's not you don't have a 10, 12 components, just one Tomcat, one Java application, one MySQL. So yeah, let's go with this itself, Venkatesh. Thanks for the suggestion anyway. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Anybody else have any questions overall from the topics which we are going to cover, or anything on specific things that we covered today? Yeah, feel free to ask question, guys.
So one thing I want to say, this is the only training I have seen. It has kept as an interactive mode, or else no, we would be completely muted. Only there will be one side of learning. There will be another. At the end of the session, there will be 5 minutes of asking questions where we will whatever we have discussed now, it will go over and above our head, right? So it is really nice, Satish. I need to compliment this for your team and you.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, thanks a lot, Venkatesh. Yeah, yeah. We'll try to keep it as much of interactive as possible. The questions you can put it in the chat or as well during this when I talk on particular session. You can put it in the chat, or you can feel free to unmute and ask question. Okay, fine guys, I'll stop it here. What you can do is again over the weekend install all these things. I'll also add few more videos with respect to Java programs, which I will anyway take in the live Monday as well. But if you have time over the weekend, you can also go over that. To make use of the weekend, I wanted to add those existing one or two videos additionally. Just look into it. If in case you have any questions about the session topics, whether it is relevant or not, feel free to message me. We can connect whenever we both are available. Any questions related to the registrations or payment, you can reach out to Kumar sir or anybody, the admins in that WhatsApp group. You can reach out to. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, guys. We'll meet on Monday then.
Thanks, everybody. Bye. Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.